everyone. Welcome. Good to see you.
Hi.
Let's see who I have with us tonight. Yay.
Amy. Yay, Debbie.
Anyways, so good to be here tonight. I feel like there's going to be lots to talk about and questions coming through. So if you're new here, welcome. All you got to do is pop in a question. We're doing current topics. And so any current topic or question you want with that, pop it in and we start and it goes, lines right up for us. I love the stars.
The stars are good. And Debbie let me know that it's Wear Orange Day, June 3rd to 5th in the States for anti-gun or
gun reform.
And gun reform.
Gun reform.
Yes. So I'm wearing orange for you guys, and she's got on orange.
And I also did the rainbow for Pride Month.
Beautiful.
So representing new shooting at church. Oh my God, Sterling.
Yeah, I saw that.
What? So yeah, this has to change. And I was listening just before I came on to a representative in the 15th district in California. Hi, Lisa. Love you. Was speaking in the House today, giving their, point about, the gun reform. Brilliant speech. If you missed it, I don't even know how to tell you because I forgot his name, but he's the 15th. Ellen says, I hope that the orange was visualized 45.
That too.
That you do you, Ellen. If that helps, I'm happy. But one of the things that he said in there that just like hit me. I mean, the whole thing was so good, very well spoken towards the Republicans there in the House. So well said. I'll look it up at some point to give you his. Oh yeah, there you go. I'm gonna.
Sawwell.
Yep, that's his name. Thank you, Sterling. So Swalwell speech. Eric, thank you. There you go. Eric Swalwell. So his speech, if you missed it, Google, listen. I mean, it was just so poignant. And I can't imagine anybody hearing that and thinking that the Republicans are in the right place in regards to gun reform. But the one piece of it that really struck me was when he was talking about one of his constituents or someone that Navarro, someone in his district or whatever. She said that her 6-year-old daughter, who had seen the pictures, not yucky pictures, but kind of knows, you hear stuff, but seen the pictures of the kids. And she said, she asked her, Mommy, what picture will you use for me?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So here's our little 6-year-olds who are wondering or think, well, that's going to happen to me too, so what picture will you use for me? I mean,
oh, how awful.
So this poor little generation growing up, it's like, is it becoming the norm for them? They're just going, okay, well, I guess that's going to happen to me too. So what picture are you going to use? That's just not okay. Anyway, so that was, so listen to the speech. Very well done. And of course, Jim Jordan I think it was Jim Jordan in the background. He was kind of talking to Jim Jordan because Jim Jordan had just said something. So he was kind of rebutting to him. And he's just sitting there like on the phone and listening to someone else. And yeah, boo. Anyways, gun reform. I mean, even Canada has made some new switches because of this.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have guns like you guys do. But I guess there are some allowances for some things, and they're cracking down on that as well. you know, when George Washington or whoever was writing what is it you guys have? Sorry, my mind's floating away.
Wait. What?
The Declaration of Independence or whatever, where they say you can have guns. Is that in the Declaration?
Oh, yeah. Is it the 14th? No, that's.
Well, let's just put it this way. Whenever they wrote it, they weren't talking about AK-47s.
Exactly.
They weren't talking about automatic
The Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, so everyone can have, what do you call those old guns where you have to like put the powder in, and those are the guns they had.
Right. It wasn't like they were semi-automatic weapons.
No.
The Second Amendment. Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah.
Second Amendment.
They sure as heck weren't talking about what's going on nowadays.
They were not talking about.
Nor would they have. Nor would they be supporting. Yeah, bayonets. They can have a musket.
Muzzle loaders. Thank you. Yeah. Bayonets.
So, I mean, let's be real. You know, George Washington and the gang would never have allowed what's happening today. I don't think so.
I feel like someone said, great question, Aspie. And I'm like, did I get Aspie's question? Uh-oh, did I miss a question? Oh, no, I got it.
Lisa's, yeah, they can have cannonballs.
Yeah. Cannonballs, can you imagine?
Just ridiculous.
Yeah. So, yeah, and Jamie says in 1776, people were using muskets, for goodness sake. Yeah. So this absolutely needs to change. You know, this is one of those things that we've talked about before, things coming to the surface in these years right now.
Yeah.
It began, a year or two ago when we started seeing things come to the surface. This is one of those things that needs change. It needs to be looked at. And
yes.
And I just, you know, there's copycats, but this is horrible, Andrea. Like every freaking time you open up the news, there's another shooting. You can't eat, and people are, you see them on the news, they're like, okay, so we can't even go here anymore. Like, you know.
So you had the school, you had the hospital, and you had the church in the last week.
Yeah.
The school, the hospital, and the church.
Right. Can't even go to the freaking doctor anymore. So everything, it's like you can't go shopping, you can't go to, you know, blah, 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 blah. And now you can't even go to the doctor. So it's just crazy. Oh, Don's like, I'll be back. I must see his comments. Yes. It's like 4 minutes long. And the supermarket. That's exactly right, T-Bar.
Yeah, in the supermarket. That's right.
So I had to dig deep for my orange shirt because orange is not my color. So I had to dig deep.
Mine says spread peace.
That is so perfect.
Right?
Oh my gosh, that is so perfect for this.
Peace.
Yeah, I had to dig through my section of golf shirts.
It's the perfect accent.
You know, the golf shirts that are all a little bit crazy on their color. So I'm like, oh, here's an orange one. Oh, and it still barely fits. All right. Yay, I love this one. Was I visited by aliens? So, Andrea, I know you do the Mystery Wednesdays, and I've been totally involved in watching all these mystery things now on TV. Yeah. And catching my eyes. So I'm learning all these things about, oh, I didn't even know that existed. Like, and you guys are all going to go, boo, Debbie. I didn't even know there was such a thing as Mothman or, you know, like that. Yeah. So I'm learning all these new things.
That's awesome.
About all the mysteries on our planet.
Mm-hmm.
And do you feel like it's just going to be more known because we have cameras with videos now? Do you think that's changing?
I think that's definitely changing it. The internet, people able to share their stories. And, you know, you have to, people Sure, there's some fake stories, but in general, we cannot have all these reoccurring stories about aliens or whatever. Do you really think thousands of people are lying? Do you think people hundreds of years ago lied about seeing it? No. Why?
Right.
It doesn't make sense. There is truth to these stories, just like I think there's truth to Greek mythology or the Bible. There's truth in these stories. It may not be exactly crystal clear to us,
Right.
but there's something going on.
It was how they could describe it the best they could, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
The words they had and the understandings that they had.
I can't wait for the spaceships. Truly. What about Godzilla? Well, it must come from the basis of something. You know what
Probably
I'm
comes
saying?
from the basis either of dinosaurs or maybe dragons or something.
Yeah.
Right.
So, okay. So now the Mothman, people describe a little bit like a dragonish looking thing, but man as well.
I think when we read on that, Scott and I read on it, I think someone conjured it up or it was a spell on someone. I can't remember exactly,
like
it was something like that.
Because in the documentary I saw, they were leaning towards that we were doing these experiments at the time. It was, trying to build a man weapon.
Mm.
And so
well, that would be conjuring, I guess, in some way.
Yeah. So very same thing.
And I'll tell you when the truth is going to come out for everything is when we put our heads together. Those of us who are psychic or understand psychic or can tap in, and we all tap in and we all get a piece of the story or the same story, right? Then we can verify. We're not going to listen to the storytellers who've written the history books that are,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Sheila. And we really got into the time period of the government protecting us time period, where they were able to keep those secrets and keep things hidden.
But why? So then you have to ask yourself, why would they keep it secret?
Yeah.
There must be something in it for them. The excuse being, we couldn't handle the truth. But I think there's something in it, or a power, or I don't know what it is.
I think you're right. I think that it's all about power. It's all about money. It's all about being the first. It's always, you know what I mean? Like being in control of whatever.
If you control the truth and you control the narrative, that is extreme amount of power and over 8 billion people.
Yeah.
So I'm always looking at mysteries with a different, different lens.
So it's fun. It's been enlightening and fun and expansion. I mean,
yeah.
Okay. So, and I love the little things about these little like you walk through something and it goes to another, what is that called?
Stargate or portal?
Yeah, portals. That's so interesting to me. It makes so much sense.
It makes total sense.
I mean, mind blowing, but yeah.
It is.
And
the stuff gets squished down and you're not allowed to talk about it or what? Why? If it was fake, why can't we talk about it? Why can't, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So hi, Sheila. And she says, watching YouTube channel chronicle about the 536 AD catastrophe. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds very interesting. And since she brought it up here, it must have to do with some mystery stuff. And Melissa says, you can't put toothpaste back in the tube. Nope, you can't. And
let's suppose for a second that aliens are real.
Okay.
Let's suppose and that there's life on other planets and beings that are smarter than us and more far advanced. If that was true, then the powers that be right now would really have no power because we would know that they aren't the final authority on things. Right?
Truth. Yep.
That there is more, and we don't need you to control us or tell us how to live or whatever, right?
Yes.
There's more. But right now they're sitting at the top because they're not letting us find out about the truth.
They're trying to keep this box on.
Yes.
Keeping us all in. And yeah, one of the shows I was watching was in regards to, okay, so what do they want? What's they obviously can outgun us out. They could destroy us in a blink of an eye. So their question is, so what? We know they're here. So what is it for? So this is the show I was watching. We know what it's for, but that's what the lay people are talking about, right?
Mm.
What do they want?
They want us not to destroy everything.
Exactly. I was yelling at the TV, but
yes,
they didn't hear me. Aiden, hello. Aiden reads tarot. I was on his channel this week, and we had so much fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right. So I guess that show that she was watching has to do with an asteroid that hit the planet.
Mm.
But then one of the in Russia, they showed a long time ago this asteroid that was coming in, or was it Germany? I can't remember. It could be Germany. And this asteroid, you could see it coming in totally, and you could see something behind it right before it was going to hit, and something behind it came through it and broke it apart, and you could see it come out the other end and go.
There you go.
And so it broke the asteroid up before it
could destroy.
Before it hit. And so there was still damage done, but it wasn't what it would have been if the entire thing had hit.
So they are here to help us. They can't help every single thing, but they are looking out for the bigger stuff. That's my opinion. Mm-hmm.
I mean, how lucky are we? Anyways, fascinating.
I know. Think about a brand new litter of kittens or some little group of animals, and you have them safe in a cage, and you can see them and make sure they're not getting out when they're too little, right? So they don't like fall down the stairs or something like that. That's what we are, the kittens.
We are.
And they're trying to make sure that we just don't screw everything up. And also, I think if we were to blow up the planet or have a nuclear war, it would affect the universe, right? It affects the solar system. So they don't want that to happen either. For their
exactly.
Own. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just the little kittens who think that life is in this little box, but we don't know that there's a whole world out there.
Exactly. But we're learning, aren't we? Some of us are.
Some of us know.
The little cat heads are sticking their heads out. Well, I think there's something else.
That's right. We're all going to get on each other's back and climb over the wall.
Yeah. Carrie says the aliens sound like Jesus. That's a good point, Carrie. That's a good discussion right there. Oh, boy. Wayne, this is a great question. Maybe the ETs will help us uncover the elusive, honest politician. Oh, boy. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Fun conversation. It's always fun and exciting to me to know that there's more.
That's what gets me go. I love it. And I know I want to just know everything. I want to uncover every mystery.
I love that. I do too. And
from the depths of the sea to the ends of the universe. Like there's so many things we don't know.
And they were showing in the show that I don't even know what it's called, but it definitely wasn't like a spiritual one, more like what we would like. It was definitely from a military minds standpoint. And that's why I watched it, because I kind of wanted to see what they were, saying. And they were, oh gosh, I lost my.
You wanted to see it from their point of view to see what kind of.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to see from their point of view, but they had such great footage, because they were bringing footage in from some extremely respectable places. It wasn't just the guy in the trailer with the 25 things on top of the roof there, who I love also. But it was nice to get it from, these top brass type of situations and in the Pentagon and all that, to get this information and having full on footage of underwater things dipping down and going underwater
at
going
rates of speed and directions that we aren't able to.
Can't do that
right now.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, let's get to these questions. All right, so we have, starting off here, Claudia. Hi, Claudia. Claudia's asking, what will happen to Viktor Orban from Hungary after Putin's demise? Hungary is a NATO and EU member, but Orban keeps blocking the major sanction against Russia. He can't hide his ties to the Kremlin. Okay, so what I'm gathering from this, USOs, yes, Alexis, that's what they're called, the underwater ones. USOs. Viktor Orban must be like,
so is he the leader of Hungary?
The leader in Hungary, who keeps blocking to do any major. That's interesting to me, that so they're, like you said, he must have ties, but
he's got ties. I can see that. So what happens to him once Putin's done?
What's going to happen to all these people who have big ties?
Well, it's like a domino effect,
right? Yeah,
and I'm here for it.
Yeah. And we are all here for it. What can happen? Okay, I'm going to use my space on the space card since they're right here. Okay. And while we're shuffling, hello, welcome everyone. So glad to see you all here. How fun is this Friday night? Hanging out. If you're new, welcome. Just throw your question in and I'll start it, and it'll get in line there.
I got 3 family cards. So this is giving me the vibe that this guy is afraid for his family. So now I'm starting to have a sense that sure, he might have ties there to Russia, but he's also under threat.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of, he's greedy, but he's caught and he's afraid what could happen to his family. That's what I'm sensing.
Yeah.
So he feels he doesn't have a choice, perhaps, because of what could happen to him and his family. So at least now he can see the motivation.
Yeah. But I do feel squirrel. Literally. Literally this time, you guys, a real squirrel. Just right here.
I'm looking in the comments. Whose name is Squirrel?
Usually it's like squirrel because we're like looking over here and then we get.
Okay.
But literally, that was real right there. I have the King of Pentacles, the Sun, and then Justice. So I do feel that that connection, that whatever his ties, it's gonna it's going to come out into the light, or he's going to have to, it's going to be obvious.
Yeah.
It ties to that. He's going to have to figure out a new direction to go, but look at that over his head. Yeah. When that happens and he has to go in a new direction, how is he going to balance all this? Because he already had his hand in that. How is it going to work out for him? I don't see that it's going to work out well in the long run for him.
No. He will be ousted, I'm sure, or asked to resign, that kind of thing. And just get your popcorn, folks, because it's going to go around the world.
Get your popcorn, because he is not the only one.
No.
I just, I feel like people are already kind of preparing, trying to figure out how, they're trying to be proactive here, but I don't think they're going to be able to get away with it.
It's similar, like, some of the GOP are compromised, right? On someone's payroll and compromised. And there are other world leaders too, for entertainment purposes only.
Correct. I have that right here. Where is mine? I have
got her popcorn ready.
She's got her popcorn ready. Where's my card? My card's missing. I must have put it back in the pile. Yeah. Each person in Congress should be adorned with lie detectors. Sterling gave herself a boom. Yes. Wouldn't that be funny? They just have to wear the lie detector all the time. And Lisa, margaritas.
Popcorn and margaritas.
There you go. Popcorn and margaritas. Interesting.
Okay, flavor profile.
Interesting. Thank you, Tarot Love community. Yes, this is Andrea's link. If you're not, I can't believe that you wouldn't be, but if you're not, go over there and subscribe.
You don't want to miss out.
You don't want to miss out. Do you do your almost daily 45s, don't you?
I think that's gone to about twice a week now.
Okay.
And then I mix in some other shows.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't want to miss out on Lilac Lantern's channel and or Tarot Love community.
That's right.
All right.
Subscribe to that.
We're waiting on me to pull the card.
Pamela ordered candy, macadamia nut, and toffee popcorn. Hello.
I'm coming over.
Hello.
Hello. Pat K. Hi, Pat. All right.
How will the Jan 6 hearings go? Well, if we thought the Johnny Depp trial was riveting, I think it might be a ratings juggernaut. The Jan 6. Wow.
This should be interesting. It might not be as well attended as the Depp trial, but
might be less celebrities.
But gosh, we should do
we should do a live
thing.
Yeah.
Together and be talking and watching.
Throwing cards, pendulums. Yeah. Are they telling truth? No.
Yeah, exactly. And I have this beautiful pendulum that was gifted to me by a friend, Linda.
Isn't my goodness, that's gorgeous. That's amethyst.
Yeah. Why is it moving? I didn't ask a question.
Ready for business.
Ready for business, but it's just absolutely beautiful.
That's gorgeous. That's a chevron amethyst.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Miss. The cuts of white within it.
Oh, yeah. Miss Chevron. All right.
Miss Chevron. Lady Chevron.
All right. So, Yep. Got her here all charged, ready to go. so I don't have to use my little necklace anymore. I had my necklace going. It worked just fine.
All right, January 6th.
January 6th. Okay.
January 6th hearings. January.
They are mopping up,
Mm-hmm.
is what I'm hearing here. Mopping up. They're mopping the floor. They're mopping up. Cleaning up. I don't know. However you say this. Hi, strawberry rhubarb. Okay. Yeah, they're mopping the floor with these people. I keep seeing her. Cheney?
Cheney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheney, right. She is solid. Watch out, Andrea. Your pendulum might swing so hard it smacks your forehead during the January 6th trial.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, I'll just be like, tell me if anyone's lying.
It's like,
So,
oh my gosh.
I've got two card on each side and one in the center, and it's a very telling story. On the one side, we have the January 6th committee with the lucky clover, right? Very lucky in the sense of what they are trying to prove will be proven. On the other side, we have the bad luck, the broken mirror cracked, all the bad luck you could get. That is for those who will be exposed. And in the center, the next right thing and the compass pointing in the right direction. So I'm very happy with these cards. I think a lot of stuff's going to come out. A lot of stuff.
The next, awesome. And those cards, the next right thing, Aiden has those cards too. So when I was on his channel, I got to know those beautiful cards. And
these were sent to me as a gift from.
I'm getting them as a gift too.
Oh, Samantha sent these to me. They're visions in the liminal space.
Yeah, they are fabulous, aren't they?
Fantastic. They're really nice to show.
I'm so excited.
Yes, that was a gift from me. Thank you, Samantha.
Ooh. Okay. So, well, immediately, besides them showing me her mopping, using them to mop their own mess up, right? I have the Ace of Swords. We literally can just stop there.
Yes.
This is truth. This is breakthrough. This is, everything that we need here. And I have this, the sun with that.
Yeah.
So anybody that was loyal to that guy, yeah, we can see that they will be taken down here.
Yeah.
So, but we already knew that. But it's nice to see it on the cards. It's gonna be a mop up mess. Breaking through their delusions. So apparently it looks like possibly that, the people who are being questioned at the hearings, they're going to try to loop us around like this. They're going to try to take us on some kind of trip. But they're going to be able to break right through those lies, along with Andrea's pendulum. They should have Andrea sitting there in court and just watch the pendulum. Are they lying?
I feel like, when you watch some of those things and you just hear a lot of yammering, like Jim Jordan just yammering, and the person on the stand can't really say anything, or it's all, I don't think it's going to be like that. It's not going to be that kind of just yelling and nothing getting answered or really said. I think it's going to be a lot crisper, like a lot more prepared. Or I don't know if prepared is the right word, but they are prepared.
They're absolutely prepared and very solid. They wouldn't be doing that. They wouldn't be going into the hearings if they weren't. Yeah, this is solid. And again, they keep showing me. And then you have Bannon. What a hot mess.
Is this county going to be able to prove their case? So they're going to be able to prove their case because they're prepared.
Yeah.
Is there going to be any shocking evidence shown?
Ooh.
Testimony. There's going to be shocking testimony. I like that. Like me some shocker.
Yeah. I mean, way back when we were reading on it months ago, I think we both got that it was going to be mind-blowing. Like, whoa, we didn't see that one coming at all, right? Like, it's going to be might not be so shocking to us because we all been reading on it. This whole family, we've been reading on it. We kind of have a heads up, but it's been shocking to the world because they didn't know all the ins and outs, all the things that were being hidden and stuff. But I feel like we're going to be, the globe is going to be a little bit blown away to the depth of what they have.
They're going to be arrests made due to the trial and the evidence presented. I'm getting a yes. Is this the beginning of the end? Yes. I just see again the dominoes. This one's going to have to go. That one's going to have to go.
The dominoes, yeah.
You're going to have to go. You're going to have to step down. You're going to jail.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Deb says, I think Andrea's brown card came up a lot back then. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yes, it will.
There you go. Yeah, Pamela says she's been having the domino vision for a while. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be, there is new things that we don't even know coming out.
Yep.
They are bringing it on. We have the Knight of Swords plus the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So you're seeing that they're bringing that new stuff in. Guess what? Justice is happening and they are worried. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Well, that's good news. Guess I don't have to watch now. We already know. Okay. Here we go.
It's kind of exciting.
Right? That domino commercial.
Yeah.
I love those. I love when you can go on YouTube and look up those and just watch them all day long if you want. People setting up those dominoes. Have you seen the one with cats?
No.
Andrea, there's cats that go over and they push it with their little paw and it starts to go and you see this other cat down here watching it go by it. I mean, it's hilarious. All these cats in it.
Oh,
cute. Okay. All right. All right.
Can you read on the real relationship of Putin's consciousness to his physical body? Would like to know what others might get as compared to what the Kippers gave me. So I'm sensing, because I thought he was going to go in May. I don't know. There's a very good chance he may be similar to the leader of North Korea. He might be on life support right now. Putin.
Some people are.
That's what I'm thinking, and I don't think he gets through the month of January or June. I don't think. So the question is, what's his consciousness saying? What's the relationship between his consciousness and his physical body?
That's an interesting question. Way to ask that, Aspie. I kind of like it. Okay.
Relationship.
Well, hi, Jeffery. Red color in the house.
Hi.
Okay.
Consciousness.
This is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
Well, I'm getting coward upside down, medical, and time.
Ooh.
So he's not maybe afraid to die. He doesn't want to, though. I think he's still trying to fight and not cross over.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, and we've got the present and guilty. So I think he's also knows that he will be found guilty of war crimes once this ends, and it will end. So there's a stubbornness to stay on, but he also knows what happens if he does stay on.
Yeah. You know, when I was checking in, he's not crossed over.
No, I don't think not.
So, I do feel he's fighting as well. Totally.
Yep.
When would we see this?
I get that he is on life support. I still get that, but he hasn't crossed over completely. Yeah, he's again for entertainment purposes only. Don't wish it on anybody, but he's done in June.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I have, you have, this is him fighting. He's fighting for his life. But there's going to be a sudden change, like fighting, sudden change. And then he's going to be in the process of crossing over here. So you have,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So that is coming in. They're not showing me a time, but I feel like what you said, it's soon. And I threw a card on it, and it just says within the next few months. So it's all the same.
Yeah.
Soon. Soon. Maybe in June. What Andrea's getting. But some of these buggers are, especially when they're fighting, right? To stay. But that's what that the relationship is, that it's struggle, fighting to stay.
Yes. Definitely a fighting to stay.
Thank you, Pamela for entertainment purposes only. Where's my phone? Should be right here.
I find it interesting on CNN today. One of the articles was, what happens when Putin dies? Like, and I'm like, oh, really? You're going to state that kind of question? Like,
right?
do you know something already?
Oh,
why would you just blurt that out? Like, what happens to the war in Ukraine, or whatever the article title was, when Putin dies? And I'm like, well, why would you even say that unless there's some story going on or some truth to it?
Isn't that interesting? I didn't even, because I've read that too. I read that headline.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, why would you even? That's such an odd thing to say. They're not saying it about Zelensky or anybody else, or anybody else.
Yeah, what happens when? Yeah, that's interesting. That's
extremely interesting.
Craig says CNN can see the vultures coming. That's true. All right. George, this is fun. This will be fun. What does George Washington think about our situation?
Wow.
In regards to gun reform, or just in general where we're at as a society?
Let's go general first.
Okay.
What does he think about the United States today when he was the first president?
Okay.
I think he's sitting there scratching his wig going, what's going on?
What in tarnation? I don't know if he talked like that.
I know. That sounds kind of old-timey.
They're like, Debbie, he doesn't talk like that. He doesn't talk like that.
Awkward.
Oh, right. I was trying. What does he feel? Okay.
I love this. What does George Washington?
Oh, I should just ask him. All right, George.
So Jessica says there's intel that he's terminally ill, right? So let's take that a bit further, because intel always knows stuff and then they only kind of spill it a little bit later, right?
Right. So they know. Yeah.
Is this just like everyone get used to it? He's terminally ill. Oh, wait, no, he's gone. Right? Like, is he, you know what I mean? Like, where are we on the scale here?
Where are we on the, yeah. Where are we on that pendulum? Which side are we swinging towards there?
All right. George Washington. What do you think about the state of the United States of America in 2022? States.
I'm thinking that, if I can understand what he's saying here, that we've lost our way as a nation. But he said, if you want to take a look at it, if you want to understand the nation, look at your lives, look back at your lives, and you can see the times when you've gotten off the path, and had to kind of get back on that path. And he's saying that's happening to the nation. And in that, he's saying, don't worry, you will get back on the correct path. But right now, you're in the kind of, not, he's like, you're not quite in the worst of it yet, but you are in the process of kind of looping back around to get back on. So if you're going to be looping around right here, we're about, we're at the hook of the loop coming back to get on the right path as a nation, he says. He's now showing me the Wheel of Fortune. So again, coming back around. It always loops back around. And he says, so hang on. You're looping back around.
So I got Unfinished Symphony. So he's feeling like the country he launched, he hatched this egg, this country he created has a lot of work to still be done. It's an unfinished symphony. And what I'm getting with the keyboards and the musical notes is that you're not in harmony. The Americans are not in harmony with each other, with their politicians, etc. Right? There's discord. There's not harmony, and that's what's needed. So I feel like this is there for a reason, that someone will come along and try to harmonize everything, or if you all ask.
Yay.
But it's unfinished. You're not
we're in process.
Yeah, you're in exactly what you're saying, in the process of coming together and harmonizing. So at least, yeah, you're right, on this right path. He wishes you were a little bit further. But it's all about harmony.
Yeah.
You go, and I'm not just picking out your country. I mean, we could spin the wheel at any country. It's about living together peacefully, and extrapolate that further, the planet.
All right. I have, this is my White House card. And so it just kind of identifies the White House and this whole question, and coming together. He said he's encouraging us because it's, again, we're on the solid ground. We have the Queen of Pentacles there, and the Six of Pentacles. We're still in a place of giving and coming from that solid place of being able to help and give and understand humanity and living here and the country, our country, this, like that. So hold on, as there's still some choices to get through, or identifying. This is like coming together creatively to bring this back around to here, right?
Yeah.
That's who we are. But you end it with the Nine of Cups there, which is very positive, very hopeful, and fulfillment. So George Washington still has a lot of hope for this country. How's that? Thank you, George Washington.
Mm-hmm. It's doable.
It's doable.
And again, I'll say that it's like all of human population, not just any country. It's doable that we can all get along and love each other.
Get along. Well, we're here with George. What does Linda? What does George Washington think of Biden?
Is Biden the one to get us in harmony?
He's a stepping stone in the right direction. Yeah, the groovy weight. Sheila recognized it. I love my groovy weight.
I'm getting George Washington saying it's not a politician that helps you find your way. It's somebody outside of politics. Is it me?
It's Andrea.
So much pressure. I'll do it. Yeah, but Joe, you know what? Joe Biden was the man for the time. He was the guy to go up against 45, right? Slug it out. Yeah. Still slugging it out. He was the man. He was the one to do that.
He absolutely is a catalyst, a bridge, a stepping stone. Absolutely right place in history.
Yeah.
He was placed. He was purposed.
Meeting his destiny. Yeah.
So, yeah. And George does, he absolutely is a big supporter. Look at me calling him George.
I know, but I was going to just say George. I said, George Washington, because like we're friends. Hi, George.
Oh, yeah. George is
Go way
an absolute supporter of Biden, of President Biden. The president's absolutely supporter. And yeah. You know, Biden was not handed anything that was very easy. He has an uphill battle here. Nothing has been smooth for him since he hit the ground.
Since before he even got in.
Running.
So the whole thing, the election forward. I think he's going to go down to be one of the strongest presidents.
But he is doing it, and he's not giving up, guys. He's every detail. He's the man for the job. Absolutely. The thing is, what George is telling me.
George.
What George is telling me here is that Biden didn't want this job. It was like one of those situations like, please pass it to the next person. You know what I mean? Please pass this over. I am not sure if I could, but it was his to take.
Absolutely.
And he took it, and he's like, once he took it, he's not one thing will he let get past. I mean, he will detail and work hard. Uphill battle. Needs all the prayers he can get. Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Woo-hoo. Clean up on aisle 45. Yeah, Harley, girl. Okay. That was fun talking to George.
It was.
Oh, okay. Here's Michelle. Was I visited by aliens the same night I asked them to come see me?
Oh, now I got the tingly tingles.
I got my alien deck out. I'm going to get these little alien cards. I'm getting all my alien cards.
Okay.
All right, let's check in. So it's interesting, Michelle, because I feel like one of your guides is one of your spirit team is what you would consider like alien or ET family. One of your guides. So it's almost like you're always visited by. But you want specifically that night, did you kind of open that channel for them to come and besides your spirit team? So, okay. I'm interrupting Andrea's pendulum.
Oh, I'm ready to go. I got.
Oh, you go.
No, I'll wait for you to.
Oh no, I was. That's what they just started out with telling me. So I haven't thrown any cards yet. But
I got yes, and I asked who they were, so I went through a list of aliens, at least that I know the names of, and I got tall grays.
Ooh, tall grays. Ooh.
Grays, checking you out.
Checking out. No, I have.
How did it go, Michelle? Did you have? Oh, there were lights coming down from above. Oh, wow. Ooh. And she lives in the middle of the woods. Okay. I'm liking this story.
There we go.
And did you feel anything? Did you lose time, or were you nervous, or did you sense anything? I don't think you were abducted.
Mm-mm.
No. It was like, you wanted to see us? Well, here we are. You going to serve us a drink or what? You were calm. Okay. I think there's tall grays and short grays. Yeah, I'm getting a yes. And the green ones are small too. Is there tall greens? No. She cleanse your pendulum if it stopped working. And then talk to your higher self and ask why it's not working. See if you can get it going again. Cleanse your pendulum in the name of Jesus and the Creator. Out loud. There was also a bright light across the pond. Michelle, you're painting a picture for us here. You're out in the woods and there's lights coming down. There was also bright lights across the pond.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So I'm getting a yes. I do feel like part of it is kind of wanting to make that initial connection. And so once they make that link in, so that it's almost like they opened a pathway. So you said, okay, so they extended and opened that pathway now. And they kind of backed it up with this card, third eye, visions, manifesting, meditation. But they opened that pathway. Yeah, so you manifested this. That came through the Dromedan's card. That's all about manifesting. Yeah. And so you manifest as you open this up, so you could make that contact, which they did. And yeah, brave, strength, courage, and bravery. They're awarding you, like they're commending you for that. Soul family. Mm-hmm. So yes. And so they're showing me keep a journal.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't, put one next to your bed. So you can, so sometimes you might wake up in the morning and go, I wrote that? You know what I'm saying? So put that next to your bed. So if they do communicate, you also can, if you prefer, just talking to your phone, messages that are coming through. But you can also write down messages to them in your notebook that's right next to you, if you want to talk.
I also draw. If I have a dream that's really vivid about something, I'll draw it if I can remember the images. And those images you may resonate with later if you don't understand it now.
So yes, enjoy your connection. It's you definitely have this.
Look at that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And look at other worlds.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. You're definitely that medium. Love it. Fun.
Debbie, have you ever asked for aliens to appear to you?
No, but they have.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just on their own. They have. I've had experiences. Gosh, I can't even. For a long time.
It's amazing.
But it's like I just trust. I'm like the Fool with this, the Fool card. It's like, okay, I trust this process and what's going on in this connection, and may it always be from the space of love and light and enlightenment.
Yeah.
And I've had times where, you know, I feel them, like I'll wake up and I feel like a finger touching my forehead. Like literally, if you touch your forehead, you guys, this is what it felt like, literally. And electricity going straight through. And knowing that it was a contact situation. There's been other times too, but just real different situations like that. But yeah,
Wow.
but I place my intention so I know that I'm safe, and I also, you know.
Yeah. So if anyone out there's asking for a visit, make sure you ask for a safe visit, a good visit. Don't ask for any reptilians.
No reptilians.
No, some good.
Just beware.
Wow.
Craig says a bright light left his house at 5:15 a.m. this morning. What was that? A bright light.
Bright light.
Hmm.
Bright
light. Sorry, everybody's like, "What are you doing to my shoulders?"
Oh. I'm getting an orb.
Oh.
Angel orb. Angel. Gregory. Not an archangel, but one of the regular angels. Not Charlie's angels, but the other kind.
Not Charlie's angels, but one of the regulars, you know. Porch light. It was on my security camera.
Yeah. Whoa. 2 of them. Was it 2 angels? Yes, indeedly.
Yes.
Sterling says she ran comedy clubs for 22 years. I'm digging your vibe, Sterling Roses.
Nice.
You got to be good peeps running comedy clubs.
There you go, Sterling. Love that.
Yeah, making people laugh. Good stuff.
Yeah, I do feel that you were supposed to see the light. They wanted you to see the light. They want you to know that they're present. As far as the angels, the angels, the light beings. The light beings around your house. They wanted you to know that they of their presence. So they manipulated the light. They manipulated so you could see it. But they're hugging you. So.
Aw, truly.
Yeah. So they were the ones who kind of manipulated that light so you could see it, see them, that you are enveloped in their light.
That's beautiful, Craig. Oh, and he asked for it too. Okay.
There you go. See? So they let you know. They manipulated the light so you could see.
Wow.
Yay. All right. Jumping into here, and we'll take a couple more questions. We can't do this all night. All right. Renee, hi. New York Republican Chris Jacobs, whose districts includes Buffalo, abandoned his campaign re-election after his support for federal assault weapons ban caused GOP backlash against the GOP.
So he's a Republican in Buffalo who had to leave his campaign because he supported banning weapons.
Some gun reform. So he supported some type of gun reform, probably not.
And then they make him withdraw. Abandon his campaign for re-election. Why?
So is there a question in here? Did I miss the question? Maybe this is just a comment.
Maybe. I don't know. Did he get in trouble for it?
Well, obviously the GOP's like, boo.
Right?
Yeah.
What a just house of horrors that GOP is. It's just like a circus or something, not a fun one.
Yeah.
No, the guy can't say anything. They got to get rid of him now because he said something that went against what they're,
Yeah. So he was trying to create some positive change. He was trying to step away from some of the old narrative of the GOP.
Yeah.
But it's out of his hands. He's not alone. He's not strong enough. That's too bad. Here you have a Republican who's trying to do the right thing. And
he got threats.
So
terrible.
Okay, we did that one.
Hi, Patricia.
This is just fun to read. Can we somehow have people that want to be in Congress take a test? It would change the face of Congress, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness. They should have that. I'm telling you, Sterling.
Yeah, you can't be a narcissist. You have to have empathy. You can't be, stupid. You have to have some sort of compassion.
Okay. All right. This is, I think, our last question. Actually, we made it.
We did it.
We did it. Trish. Hi, Trish. Hearing POTUS last night, I believe that we are living in an age where this gun problem has been propagated and funded by the GOP NRA. Kids don't have thousands to spend on AK-15s. Well, that's true. Is there a second coup?
I agree with how do these people have money? How do kids have money to buy these things? Even on a layaway plan, who's going to let an 18-year-old, how much are these things? Probably thousands of dollars, or I don't know, $1,000 for one of these things. I wouldn't even know the price.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I mean, it would have to be in the thousands, at least 800 and something, I would assume.
And if I'm sorry, but how do I sell something like that to an 18-year-old who just turned 18?
Thank you.
In my mind, do I think, why does this kid urgently need an assault rifle? What?
So,
and how would I call his parents?
Exactly. And this is what I put on Twitter today. I didn't get any likes or anything, but I'm not very popular.
In the meantime, gun shops
stop carrying and selling assault rifles.
Yeah, exactly.
In the meantime, just stop. Have the gun. Have a human responsibility. If you have a freaking gun shop, take those off your freaking shelves right now. Obviously, the country's.
Why would anyone need one? What would the average person need one of those things for? Nobody needs that. What, gun range practice? You don't. Then go to a gun range and practice with a rental there.
Exactly. If you just want to feel it under your arm, be the big man on campus, go to the gun and range and shoot it off there. But
for free. Why don't the NRA fund free gun ranges so people who have to get out the aggression could go there and just shoot something?
Exactly. Which,
anyways, I mean, who's the person that let that 18-year-old walk in and go, yeah, sure. Well, how many do you want? Oh, we'll do a layaway, no problem. What? You just turned 18? That's not suspicious. What? You've got scars down your face? That's not odd. Because that kid made scars down his face on purpose.
Wow.
That he liked the looks. That's self-harming, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
What are you doing?
Definite psychopath.
Oh. For entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
So then propagated.
Oh, we got on our soapbox.
Yeah, sorry. And it was pretty high up. It took me a minute to come down.
It took a second to come back down. We're probably okay. Yes.
Is there a second coup? I guess.
Is there a second coup coming out of this? But I do. I mean, it's so obvious that the NRA is paying everybody's way into government. They've been doing that forever. Yeah, I'm not using those cards.
Is there a second coup coming? Trish 6704.
This is the deck for that. I'm not sensing. I'm seeing, what's happening, little things here and there, but like an organized together coup. Did you do your pendulum on that one?
You never have to ask.
Knight of Swords. Oh. Okay.
No, like you said though, I'm not getting a second coup, but through the cards, there's some people, as we know, who have little fantasies in their head,
yeah,
about these things happening, but I see them getting locked up, handcuffs. I see the government watching these conversations, watching what people do, making listening a lot closer now, right?
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For the chatter,
yeah, because apparently that kid was posting some stuff online, which could have been a flag. Hey, what the heck? Yeah, no, I don't see a second.
She said, I looked it up. Those guns start at $2,000 plus the ammo. The ammo is the pricey part. And he bought that ammo that expands in a person. I mean, it's just like he meant to kill.
And why? How is that even something that is sold?
Thank you.
Who? You don't need that to shoot a deer. You don't need that to shoot a wild cougar in the jungle. Why are these being sold? That's like a military thing if needed.
Exactly. Yeah, we're taking action against this. I don't see a coup. It's too in the light, like Andrea is saying, but there will be lone rangers out there.
Yeah, those, living in their head. Yeah.
And with these babies, with this last big shooting, it shifted the world. It shifted our focus to fully focus on this. It's like we knew we knew this needed to happen, but now, whoa, yeah, we're not gonna.
Just a horrific example of why these shouldn't be sold. I watched an interview today briefly with the guy that was the off-duty border patrol who went in and killed the shooter.
Right.
His wife and his daughter were at the school. His wife was a teacher, and his daughter went to the school. He had been at the school in the morning to watch her recital, and he left to get a haircut. I got goosebumps, man. He's getting a haircut, and he looks at his phone, and his wife texts him, "Active shooter in the school. I need you. Help. Love you." I'm guessing she said that in case that was the last thing she said.
Right.
He flips out. He's in the barber shop. He's off duty that day, so he doesn't have his stuff. He tells the barber. The barber has a gun, some kind of weapon or something. They get in the car. They get down to the school. The border patrol guy was known. It's a small community, and the police officers knew him. So when he got there, he said, "I'm going in. I'm going to go in. I want to find my daughter and my wife." So I'll tell you the big difference with that guy. That guy had a motive, a huge motive to go in and save his daughter.
Oh,
and he was not going to sit outside and wait. Plus he had a gun, and he said it was such chaos he could get through. So some of the other parents couldn't get through, but he was able, he knew the police officers, and he went in, and his wife had already gotten out, but his daughter was still in. And then he said it was, anyways, I won't get into it, but his daughter was safe. She got out, and he killed the shooter. Now, what a hero that guy is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. No hesitation there.
And you know why? Because what more motive do you need than your wife and your child in the school, right?
Yeah.
What a story. What a story. And he just went in without question. And he said, not only was I trying to save my daughter and my child, but all the other children and teachers. Just, and there's your faith. There's your faith, where there is someone like that willing to walk in and save the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's, got to have faith in humanity, because he's a pretty important person. Oh my God, Anita, bless you. So she lost her teeth.
Yes. Yes.
I checked the other day for her, and I swear it's under a table. It's in the house. Do you want to check too?
All right. Well, let's check.
Come on, everyone, put our collective heads together.
Come on. We know you're all intuitives out there in the family here. Where is Anita's partials?
Where are her partials? In the house. Are they in her house?
Yes. I have a yes on the house.
I got a yes. See if you get under. Are they under a table?
Oops. Yeah.
I get under a table. Not in the bedroom. Not in like a living room, but like a small room, like a reading room or a back porch, or
people are saying shoe, pocket, pillow. Check all these places. Under the bed, tea towel. Anita said she's looked under all the tables.
But like
Sandy saw a small table, a round table with some type of covering.
Okay, yeah. Like, did you put a towel down on a table and maybe it's under that? I thought she had a cat and it took it, but she said she didn't have a cat. She doesn't have a cat.
That makes sense, right? A spirit cat. Do you say reach? Okay, so Anita, do you ever like sit in a chair like in the living room area or something and fall asleep there? They're showing me you sitting in a chair and falling asleep in that chair.
Maybe it's caught between the chair and the table.
I love all these. These are all really good places to look for sure. Like a lot of people are getting in a pocket.
On it, she said she has on a couch.
On a couch. Okay, so I see you falling asleep on something out there.
Check in between the couch and the table. Beside the table, under the table, caught between a pillow and the couch and the table. That's what I see.
Oh, near a picture of a deceased loved one. That's pretty like zoned in there. You will find them. Yep. I feel so too. I feel you're going to find them, but I know until then it's very frustrating and a little bit very nerve-wracking. I'm feeling very kind of anxious about this.
But we all see they're in the house still.
Yep. We're all feeling in the house. You got about 100, but 400 of us here right now feeling they're in the house.
And if we live near you, we would all come in and look.
Yeah. So anyway, something
couch and tables apart. Well, I don't know what to say.
Oh, you have. She's done that. That's why I just see you falling asleep there. That's what they're showing me. And absent-mindedly doing something with them. Like you wouldn't normally do this there. You would usually have your routine, and that's kind of what's throwing you off. I'm on the hunt.
Well, maybe you were falling asleep and you wouldn't want to fall asleep with them in, so you maybe took them out and put them somewhere you don't normally, right? Like Debbie said, your routine. So
yeah, it's out of routine.
Mm.
Well, we are all praying.
Yes, we're rooting for you.
There's actually 405 of us now praying for you to shine the light brightly on them. And maybe, you know what? I'm going to ask one of your angels to set them on the table for you.
Oh, nice.
You've probably already looked in this spot, but I'm going to ask them to go ahead and set them on the table in plain sight for you. So you can find them, or at least draw you towards them. So that'd be awesome.
Nice.
Well, thanks, guys. Love our family. Don't you, Andrea? I love our family here. Oh my gosh. Yay. And
awesome show. Thank you for having me, Debbie.
Thank you, Andrea, for being on here with us tonight. I mean, you know, we love you, all of us here. And I do, you know that.
Yes, right back at you. And everybody here.
Love fest. All right, guys, link in. Remember, we have each other. And until next time, please take care of yourselves. And Lisa, could you ask my angel to set my keys on my table for me, Debbie? Yes, I will, Lisa. Lisa's angel, set her keys on the table so she'll see them.
Yes.
I love it. Love you guys, and see you all on our perspective channels. And yep.
Bye.
Love and light. Wear that orange and the rainbows.